they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd's...
We are just across the Allegheny River from downtown Pittsburgh at rain-soaked Heinz Field in the Steel City. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Washington football team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there.
21-yard line.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Tay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 26. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is McFarland. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. McFarland running out of the gun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll hand it out to Geis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong game. Plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back good plays, have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Haskins. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Steelers 3, Washington nothing.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you get when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. An inside handoff. This is McFarland. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 31 yards there to first down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and 10.
And some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left. No good.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boot away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well, and that's obvious. There's no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. Do it.
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way for your playmaker without exotic. You have to go down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Washington first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now. Now complete downfield on the left side. May take a first down, a pick 5.
First down, Washington.
Offense finding its legs now. Here's another first 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the down run at 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall, pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it with sequence. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, McFarland. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want. Be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Washington's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger, escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
On for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here's Haskins to throw. In deep for Gabriel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can give a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
16. Washington.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flush to his right. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Steelers second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
They have their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, I came to my that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, Snell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
The 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here we go, here we go. Black 5. 58 right there. Yeah. Here we go, here we go. Black.
They'll run with McFarland. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 4-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
McFarland once more. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Zone, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
52's the mic right here.
From the gun, Haskins. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Washington 8.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. A little juke. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start in 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 27, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The second down incompletion. They'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
52.
Now it's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Looking deep for Gabriel. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
1 yard gain brings up second and
ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
66.
Berger will throw. Completion here to Claypool. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Running with McFarland. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards. And now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks. Ended up going backwards.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Matt Ioannidis. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
For the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They start on the ground with Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you, first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
To Darius Geis. A pickup of 2 yards and a Washington first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Steven Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Steelers 26, Washington 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
.23 at 2nd and 12. Again, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
He's tackled.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they out with that gain of 4 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
That's good.
It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He hit down at the 33, 5-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And tackled down after a gain of 3 with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made
some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. That one a banker as they wind up converting there on 4.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the rain, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive. Meanwhile, for Washington, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to